Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to this video. This is Arvind Mota. So we look at the market view and the trade setup which we can follow for the first week of August. Okay, so coming to the Nifty chart, as we can see the last 2 weeks, Nifty has been very range bound within like 200 to 250 point range, and it's not giving much of a momentum. The last 3 weeks you can see here Nifty has been giving very good momentum, uh, right from 9500 to 11300. It's been in a strong upward trend, right? And as of now, this is the first time we are seeing some kind of weakness in the market, because 11300 is acting as a very strong resistance zone, and but still it's still holding support at 11,000 levels, right? So in terms of range, we can expect the range to continue for next week. Say 10,950 will act as the strong immediate support. 10,950 to 11,000 is a very strong support. So even that is, if it is breached, so 10,860 thereabouts will act as the next major support, which is the 200-day moving average line. Okay, so coming to the support, it's got a very major support. It's got multiple levels of support, so breaking down is not going to be such an easy thing unless any major bad news comes in the market, right? So unless this support is broken, that will be a buying opportunity, right? So we can expect market to consolidate further and continue the uptrend from here unless support is breached. Okay, so please avoid shorting this market as of now, because there is, even though there is loss of momentum, there is no major sign of weakness in the market. So it is not advisable to take short positions as of now. In fact, it is good to add long positions as long as market is close to support. With further consolidation, we can expect market to continue the uptrend, right? On the upside, 11,300 will continue to be a very strong resistance zone. Unless that is breached, we cannot expect any further uptrend in the market. So the range for next week will be broadly 10,860, the maximum level of support, and on the higher side 11,300. So if these levels are breached, we can expect further uh, trend. It could be downside or the upside. Okay, so that's the range, around 400 to 300 points range for next week in Nifty, right? If at all we breach the support of 10,860, what is the next level? You can see here it may take support at 10,740, 750 range, and even if that is breached, next support coming at 10,600 range. That is the support. So on the downside. On the upside, if at all we manage to break out about 11,300, we can expect levels of around 11,008, 11,380 to 400. That will be the major resistance zone. And if that is breached, Nifty may fill the gap here. There's a gap which may take to higher levels of 11,700 to 800. That is possible, right? So RSI is still above 60, even though MACD lines are giving a bearish crossover. Still, there is no major sign of weakness in the market. Okay, Nifty has been bearish in the last 2 days, mainly because of two stocks, that is Reliance and HDFC Bank, where we saw some kind of profit booking. But overall, index does not look weak to me. And coming to Bank Nifty, this again another index which is showing a lot of weakness. You can see it's forming like a double top pattern, and but good thing is it is holding support. So 21,000 is acting as a major support, which is not breached from 19th of June. Almost 45 days Bank Nifty is holding support. So only if this level is breached, we can look at shorting opportunities. A lot of people are expecting market to fall. They're saying we're looking at August to be a bearish month, which as of now it may or may not happen. I'm not saying we cannot expect a further fall, but let the price action confirm that. As of now on the chart, there is no confirmation that we can expect a further fall. So I'm definitely not shorting at this point, and neither I'm going too long. I'm holding long position as a disclaimer in Nifty, okay, but Only if these support levels are breached, we can confirm the further fall, right? If 21,000 is breached in Bank Nifty, next support is coming at here, 20206.8. That is the next level of support, right? So which is like almost 800 point fall we can expect in Bank Nifty, right? MACD lines have already given a bearish crossover, and I don't think there's a big fall coming in the market. Let's wait for price action to confirm, then we can go take it forward. Looking at Reliance, which was showing a lot of weakness, so Reliance is it's like a heavyweight in the index, like 15-16% weightage in Nifty. So whatever happens in Reliance will ultimately have an impact on Nifty itself. So you can see after results came out, right from Thursday, even from Wednesday onward, the fall started. Reliance has corrected almost 100 to 120 points. Right now it is holding support at 2050, and if at all this level is breached, next support comes at 2000 levels. Okay, 1980 to 2000 is the next support. So unless these two levels are held, I don't see a big fall in Reliance. If at all this is breached, it may even test 1900 levels. That is the next support. Okay, but I'm expecting Reliance to hold this support and probably recover from here, which may take Nifty higher. Okay, that's about Reliance. Now coming to HDFC, almost all the banking stocks are looking weak, probably except SBI, which announced the results. See, HDFC Bank also has broken support at 1050, which is the previous support. It's broken that and looking pretty weak. Currently, next support is coming at 1030. That's where the current levels are. So if it is holding support, we can expect some kind of recovery. RSI is indicating oversold region. Probably we can expect some kind of sideways movement and recovery from here, but we'll have to see how things pan out. So we will take it from there. Now coming to global markets, you can see Europe actually closed negative on Friday, like negative by 1.5%, and DAX is also by 0.5%. Now this was expected. US markets were also weak early Friday. When markets opened, you can see Dow Jones, the intraday chart, it had a big fall, but from there it had a very good recovery towards the end of market, right? You can see this amazing recovery. So right from 26,000 to 26,000, almost 400 to 450 point rally, and it actually managed to close positive by 0.4%. Okay, looking at daily charts, Dow Jones has a support at 26,000 range. So unless it is breached, I don't see any major fall in US market as of now. Still some kind of buying is going on, and it is holding support. It's forming like a gravestone, sorry, it's like a dragonfly doji pattern in the daily chart, indicating some kind of buying pressure still there. So there's no need to panic and say US markets are falling. Even if you look at the S&P 500, it has formed almost similar pattern, right? Now anything above, if S&P 500 sustains above 3280, I think we can expect further upside. Good volume of buying, consistent buying is going on. RSI is also above 60. So there's no need to panic and say US markets are falling and we're also going to fall. I don't see any reason to go bearish at this point. Okay, so let's see how things pan out. And I would prefer to refer to S&P 500 more than Dow Jones. This is a better index to track US markets. That way, it is definitely looking good. So I don't see any major correction from here. Okay, so that's about S&P 500. Coming to Nasdaq, which is like a IT index. Most of the IT majors, like Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, and Alphabet, all these companies posted very good results, right? And that is taking the index higher. Also, RSI is above 60, and there is no major sign of correction here. Okay, and probably if it's going to break out about 11,000, I think we can expect further upside in Nasdaq. Okay, but we will keep an eye on this because it's got resistance zone here. But if you see a breakout, it may take the index higher. So let's be cautious on this. Okay, but looking at the global markets and US markets specifically, I think there is no need to worry as of now. It looks pretty good, and we can still stay long than short unless we see some kind of high selling pressure. Now coming to FII data, See, the last 2 days FIs have been buying in index, F&O, and coming to stock, they are selling, right? Now coming to cash market, you can see FIs have been selling. It's like mixed data, but on Friday they were selling and DIs were buying. Now coming to previous months, you can see the last 3 months FIs are on the buy side. Okay, after this continuous selling which ended on April, last 3 months they're buying, but the amount of buying is reducing, right? The momentum is getting lower, right? So that's something which we have to keep in mind. Unless there is sustained buying from FIIs in August, September, we cannot expect much upside in our markets, right? So that's the view for next week. As of now, just a little bit cautious approach is required because we have to wait for this range to break out on either side. As of now, let's trade cautious, just lighten your positions, and probably you can hedge your positions if you're taking intraday, and just keep it light. Unless we see a big breakdown, we cannot confirm a big fall in the market. And a lot of people are saying August is going to be negative and 500,000 points fall in Nifty. As of now, there is no need to panic. I don't see any reason why to go short in this market as of now. So let price action decide, let it confirm, then we'll take a call. Okay. So I don't see any big upside momentum also because it is a very range bound trend. So, but if there is a breakout, I think there could be big move on either side. So let's wait and watch. Now, in terms of sectoral performance, see, pharma was outperforming on Friday, almost 3.5% momentum. That may sustain for some time, and market being sideways and mildly bearish in the near term, all the defensive sectors will tend to outperform, like IT, FMCG, and pharma. We can stay long on these sectors, and obviously auto and banking were looking a little weak. And metals not much of a momentum, but being global facing stocks like Tata Steel, these companies may continue to outperform. So we can still stay long on this. So that's my view for next week. So this is my personal view as per my observations. I recommend you to check your own, do your own research and consult your financial advisor before you take any trades. So that's it for this week. Happy trading and take care. Bye bye.